of people there. Technically, nothing unexpected happened. Yeah, we were trying to sell it here, looking for the C way. You guys know that I was saying yesterday that I like the C way of the B way, that I didn't know that the new law is gonna happen. So the C way didn't happen the way that we believe so. And then the good thing is that the market has clarified in some degrees. What it means with that is that now we know on the euro higher time frame where we are. And the oil, guys, I see someone right there say something about the clear structure. Yeah, that works. The clear structure yesterday, and I say it and over and over and over again, it was that oil trade also mentioned New Zealand. New Zealand still is in place. The count is still in place, but I don't see how it's going to happen with a huge recovery that we see in risk. But oil on the daily, it was as clear as you can get. Equal legs, 7-wave recovery. That's what's happening. So technically speaking, we see higher euro, and the way we see it is better if we cover it in this way. Let me open another window so I don't take this one. 1 second. If we take a look at the euro, like I say, we present two counts. It can be either one of them. One of the counts can be this one. This one allows a higher correction. Like we explained in the video, this one can take the euro to 140 to up to 145 area. The other one, and I want you guys to look at this. Look, guys, that's no an ABC in any words. That's a candle. That's a wave 3 candle there. And this is a nest. 1, 2, 1, 2, and the euro is gonna do what we say right there. Now, it can get corrected, don't get me wrong. This move do not need to be an ABC. This can be a double zigzag, but most like seeing what we saw from the lows, it looks like it's a nest. So what you should expect on the euro, because no matter what it is right here, we should get minimum a 535 to the upside. So no matter what it is, I got more well defined here. If it's a nest, we should get something like this. We should get something like this if it's a nest. When we are ending now 1, 2, 1, 2, we are within wave 3. And then now we're gonna end around 138. Around 138, we should get the end of 3 of 3. A 4, a 5, a 4, a 5. There is a bunch of pips to be done to the upside, so don't feel bad about it. You can get it in the next move lower, and you still can get 400 pips to the upside. Choppy, yes. Separation that we have right now, no. But do not matter. They are the same amount of pips right there. Now, looking at the short time frame, this is what I mean, and this is why I believe that we are right there. 1 second. This is the target here, 37.92. If you go small, all that matters right now is this move right here. 1, 2. It looks like 1, 2, 1, 2. It looks like a 5 also. If it's a 5, wave 2 was very small, and we just ended wave 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got wave 3 to the 1.618 right there. That being the case. So what you should expect right now on the euro, and we're gonna be buying the euro later on. You should expecting on the euro this. You should be expecting a move back to around 36.40, 36.04 in extension, if that's the case, with a target of 138. So you see, don't feel bad. I mean, I never feel bad when one of these moves get out of me, because I know that always can be the case. And you can get it. Looking at the RSI, you see 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you get divergence in this move. That's what I like. I stayed with the trade because I was looking the possibility last night of a flat when there was a reason. And remember, at the end of the seminar yesterday, I say I don't like the idea that it's erasing divergence. That was why. It did 5, 3, 5. Well, that's how it is. But at the end of the day at night, I canceled the New Zealand and I left the euro because it was a washout trade. We got profit for Friday. So I said, let's see if it's the flat. And then I saw 1, 2, 1, 2, then 3. I say, okay, maybe this is a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 76.4. It did, and then it goes from there. Now, right here, the way I think it counts better is 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. That can be the case. What I don't like there is that this move is very small, but sometimes wave 3 of 3 they are like that. Another possibility is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What I don't like it there is that this wave 2 on the second nest is too small. Either way, pick your poison. Or you can say is that no matter which way it is, from here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swing. You need a 12 and a 13. So it's 137.95 is going to be traded. You see divergence here saying this high, and that's the wave 3 or wave 3. And I believe that the trade should be, because if you downgrade a little bit more right here on the other side, it looks now like it did 5 wave from the top. It broke the channel, so that means that that cycle ended. Let me go a little small right here. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But look at the divergence that we have right there. And then within this cycle, you got 1, 2. It looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2. You got the 3, 4. This is your higher. You see, there is 5 swings here onto the top. One second. It looks like from here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing right there. And then from here you can see like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got another 5 here. And then looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's, in some degrees, I like the other scenario. which is the nest from the lows, because in that way you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then this is completed from here, and now this is your higher read. You see the divergence within 5 or 3, and then now it should trade lower to 36.23, 35.76. No matter which one of the two is, the area between 36.40, 36 should hold support right there and create another move to the upside, in my view. That's for the euro. That's for the euro. One second. It looks like a wave 3, in my view, but still, it's technically, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. Yeah, I think that we're going to be buying later on today, yeah? You have to. Now, all depends on this. Look, this is the S&P. Let me take the laboring, because no matter what you have at it still can be a wave 4. I'm sorry, a nesting in a flat, something like that. But well, it looks like the S&P, and I mentioned yesterday the same with oil, that the S&P and oil, they were coming bullish. I think everyone always want selling the euro. I don't know why. All right. Right here, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You see? And then it looks like the S&P is going to trade lower and got one more high. After those 5 waves they are completed, look to the 3.2 series right there, 23.6, and I think that the S&P is gonna end the move around 1200, 1210. That move right there is gonna end that move higher in the euro. Now, then it's gonna become interesting, and I tell you why. Because if you get back to the euro, after those 5 waves, what should happen? Should happen this, and then higher. And then if the euro is nesting, and the high, this high, is gonna be wave 3, you can say that this is gonna be the 4 that goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That this can make the 5. That this can make the other 4, and then this 5. And then what's gonna happen after? Because the euro, after it made all this, it should do this, and then another 5. So something is right there, I don't know, out of sync. But at least that's the S&P is telling me that one more high is coming. The same with oil. Oil is very clear. It's impulsive to the upside. Look, the S&P is giving me divergence. It's a perfect 5-way swing. An alternative for the S&P is this one. I change it here, I'm sorry. It's when you got the steering the wave 2, and you got A, B, C. This is A, B, C to the downside. This is B, and then the 5 ways they are the flat. That's an alternative right there for the S&P also. But I think to be honest with you guys, I really do believe that the bounce, and like we've been saying for about the last 10 days, that the risk trade is here for the bounce, is here, guys. Look at the cable. Look at cable, guys. Look at cable. A five-way move out of the lows. Of course, this can be a flag. Don't don't discount the idea that it can be a flag. A, B, C. And you don't need to overreact also. The dollar index, the only thing that had corrective is a 38 or 2 as we were expecting also. So no time for overreact. Look what happened last week. Big move on Monday on the dollar. Rest of the weeks, dollar weakness. So humans, we tend to overreact to the situations. All you gotta do is define your risk and trade small. But this is 5 ways on cable out of the low. It can be a flat. Who knows? It can be a flat. But very powerful. Then what else is worth? Aussie, I think it complete at this stage it's complete this move right there. Most likely it complete that move, and it's already overlapping here. So technically speaking, this is an ABZ or 1212 an ounce. So Aussie technically is an ABC or 1212. I think it's very deep. Right now, we're gonna adjust the 4-hour charge at around 3 p.m. New York. But well, it looks like Aussie completed the move, and I look the triangle here was the end, and then it looks like 1 2, then 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and move higher in risk most likely. New Zealand is not that deep like Aussie is. If you want to take a look, it's around the 38 or 2. But I think, to be honest with you guys, and let me repeat this, the dollar has not retreated more than the 38 or 2. Do not overreact to the move. Now, there is a risk in being a dollar long. I mean, no question about it. It's very risky being dollar long at this stage. But well, that's part of the deal. I mean, giving a little bit more data. And remember, all you need in a month is 2 or 3 good trades to have a profit amount. You don't have to trade every day. New Zealand, nothing has denied discount yet, not even past the previous 4. What is out of sync with the euro? Let's not overreact also on the euro. Nothing in the euro say. I like the video that we did, but it can go corrective. Do not need to be 535. That's what I mean. Like I say, do not need to be a 535. It can do a double zigzag, lower, and being right there forever. I mean, this is a time now. Today, there were well-defined move, powerful and risk, but think about it. S&P is ending a 5-way move from the lows. Oil is ending a 5-way move from the lows. So cable just did a 5-way move, most likely from the lows. Look, that's a 5-way move in cable. So I got my question about going long euro because I'm getting a lot of things that is telling me the dollar can start getting strong at any moment. Look, that's cable from the lows. That's a 5-way move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, the divergence here, that's a 5. So if cable is going to drop from 157 to at least 154, euro should drop to in some degrees. Same with Aussie. All those pairs that showing bad. All those pairs they're showing most likely a 5-way move. Look at the dollar CAD. That's what I like too. That's what I like too. 1 second. The CAD that we say yesterday, it looks corrected from the lows so far. So far is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swings. Now, with a new low, it's going to become a modest wave. And then you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 35.24. That's invalidation for the long euro. Look, the dollar CAD right here, if you take a look, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you can count 3, 4, 3, 4. In other words, from here to here, a swing. Let me see. From here to here, a swing. From here to here, another swing. And then this right here is the 38, is the 50%. I'm sorry, this right here, yeah, is the 50%. It has to respect the low, and that's the reason why. That it has to respect the low right there, in my opinion. So maybe dollar CAD is gonna do this and this, but like I say, nothing had happened that we didn't mention yesterday one way or the other. We were playing the C way, that way that never happened. But at the end of the day, yesterday, we were more looking forward to the C way than another move on the high, and than another high in the dollar, as you guys know that we mentioned. So don't overreact, because most of the time, this market are created for that, for you to overreact, and guess what? After you overreact, you get caught twice in the wrong side of the market. That happens a lot on these markets. So it's better when these things like this happen. I have my own style, guys, and no one is gonna change me. My style is, I'm not in rush to be trading. I'm not here for a rush. I like to be in my own form of trading, which is don't rush and move. Sometimes you're gonna miss move because you are not that much aggressive. Agree. But I believe that the more aggressive you are, the more losses you're going to have. That's my own view. So any question about any pair, guys? Any question, guys, that you want to ask about any pairs that you want me to cover? I mean, out, if you take a look at the weekend of day on the chart, we were looking the possibility of this move will happen. I mean, we were expecting a C wave. Let me repeat that. We were expecting Euro trade 132 and going higher. But well, it didn't work. It didn't go like that. Any other question, guys, that you guys want to know, ask about any pair? Yeah, we believe, Anil. Let me cover that to you. Yeah, that's we just covered that. It's on the S&P. Let me take the labels again. I just did it. 1 second. S&P looks like it needs one more high. If you take a look at the S&P, it's very clear that from here it needs one, two, one, two, one, two, three, four, and then within wave 5, you see within wave 5, you see that you got 1, 2. It looks like the S&P needs this and this, and then that move on the S&P should end to around 1208, 1200 in the S&P. That should end 5 weeks swing in the S&P. After that S&P move should come 3 ways down, unless it's like we cover a flat B way. Now, I see cable also ending 5 ways, but can be also a flat. So nothing has telling me, the euro do not need to be an import from the lows. I mean, nothing has telling me that in other words, nothing has telling me that this is gonna have to be a 535 higher on the euro. That's the question that you're asking. But I at the same time, I've been saying things, Isaac, and I've been saying since this morning, do not, it's dangerous at this stage to be short euro. It's better short. There are better long dollar than being short euro, in my view. There are much better trades than selling the euro. Everyone loves that, but sometimes, guys, that trade is very risky, and that trade can take your money away. I know that everyone fall in love with the euro. Let the euro run a little bit. If you're gonna take a loan, it's better to be long than short. That's all I can tell you. Now, better don't be touching the euro. I mean, I don't know, for the new members, you can get to the videos. We did a video also about 2 weeks ago, Isa, right? Or DV, that we cover why the euro should trade higher. And we give you a 20-minute video explaining why the euro is going to bounce. We knew it's going to bounce. And guess what? We missed the loan. Because no always comes how you think it's going to come. That's how it is. And then the way we trade in a service, we don't take those trades that we can start picking the bottom until you get it. Because it's risky also. That's how it is. I mean, that's how it is. Let me show you something, guys, about about oil. Even when I have to switch easy now. This is what we showed you guys yesterday. One second. And since yesterday, we were saying that these 5 ways in oil, that was the, and people, I do this on purpose, not that I need it for myself, but I want you guys to learn this. Many of you guys only trade the euro dollar, and that's a mistake. This was a warning yesterday. Everyone knows I say that at the beginning of the seminar. And I say, this is telling me that risk is going to trade higher. I was short the risk, but I was looking for the C way. Never happened. The way I was thinking. I saw 5 ways, but at the end of the day, also say at the end of the seminar that I didn't like what the New Zealand was doing. That's what I took the New Zealand trade off. I left the euro because my thinking was, it's a flat, or anyway, we got the 85 picks on Friday, I believe so. So let's reach the 65. But the signals were right there. It's nothing like it wasn't expected. I was saying it yesterday. You can, the recording of the seminar is there. You guys can watch it now. It looks like from the lows on the, this is the oil. This is oil. Let me put this the other way around. 1 second. Let me put the white here. Okay, from the lows, it looks like it did 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, this read right here, this one. Let me view this. Okay. This one read right here in the RSI 70, 76, 17. This one today, this morning, read 17. Now, what it's telling me is that maybe we are still within wave 3. And then what it did was 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the wave 3 right here have like a nest. When you got 1, 2, 1, 2, another 1, 2, and then you got here 3, and then that's been the case. What we ending now is wave 3 and oil, and then the counts is like this, because the RSI is telling me that not yet the 5 ways that are there. So you're expecting a move lower, move higher, and then the three ways, which is going to prove US dollar weakness. That's what I've been saying, that maybe the risk trade got more outside before the biggest correction. But that's what you get from here. And then most important than this is this. And I'm going to say it one more time. Yesterday's seminar video today, no matter. I'm going to say it one more time. Because I want you guys to be, not to be in the wrong side of the market. Forget about everything, guys. This is simple Elliott Wave. Yesterday, and this is how important the market correlation is, and that's why if you trade only one pair, you're going to be a loser in this market. Look, guys, equal X. Check the seminar yesterday. We started with it. ABC, WS, ABC, Y. What do we say? Recovery in three ways and risk. We said it yesterday. I said, how many times do we say that yesterday? A lot of times. We said a lot of times because I knew that I was the trade. Now that we want to take, what do we say? We can take the short, the long dollar. Why? Because there is about 200 or 300 picks. If that happens, it didn't happen. That's part of trading. But we knew that this is going to happen. And it's going to happen on the S&P, and oil is leading the path right there. That's what I believe, that the dollar is nesting. Look, and please, like I've been saying since the morning, being short long dollar is very risky at this stage. Isa also was saying it this morning on the room. Look, this is not corrective, guys, in my view. And that's how it is. The hardest part of trading is to identify the nest. Because technically what you have right here, let me put the candles for a second. No, I don't like the WSY in the cat. I like the nest in the cat. You know what the nest means? I like the nest. I know you're killing with me. I am, to be honest with you, on to prove me wrong, I'm a dollar bull, because I see 5 ways on the S&P. You can ask me many questions. That's my view. Now, the dollar, this is what I believe we are. We got from the lows, oh my gosh, what time frame is this one? 480. We got one, let me put it on the daily. Sorry about the congestion of the label here. What we have on the dailies, we got 1, 2, 3. I say yesterday 3 times. All we got from the dollar is 3 ways. Now, because looking at the daily, looking at the market correlation, looking at the S&P, it looks like a nest. And we saying it yesterday. Now, let me get back. If that's the case, then the dollar is correcting this move like the euro. Then the dollar can get to 75.85, even 74.93, and you don't even notice about it. Now, going to the 4-hour or 8-hour, look what you got from the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. We were calling yesterday on ABC and the dollar, and we were calling 3 ways back as a W or as a new high. Agree? But it break lower. This is a 3802 of this move. But if you take a look at the size, Look, from the top right here, you can call it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, a flat B way, and another 5, or you can label it as a B, C, W, S, Y, or A, B, C, W, S, and this being the Y, the SY. It can be both ways. Like I say, and I said it yesterday a bunch of times, the market, I said it yesterday, the market is on the edge. The market, I said yesterday. I like it. I like your triangle count, DB. In some degrees, I like it. I presented and I mentioned, I said it over the video, in the weekend video, I said it that the count can be possible. You never say never, guys. That's why market correlation is the key to succeed in this business. Because yesterday, when I saw over the weekend the oil 5-way move, equal legs, I knew it. And I say, okay, the way for an oil can be the B way. It was a mistake on my side because I have to realize that oil dropping dropping some points like 50 cents or a dollar won't make a B way in the dollar. But because we have the A way and then the oil bounced from the 23.6 and look, that's what happened. So, but I hope that nobody's running a loser on the dollar, because I've been saying since this morning when I wake up, say being long dollar is very risky. I mean, that's what I think. And look right here. All you got also is 3 ways from the top. No 4, no 5. 3 ways. RSI is kind of iffy because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings when you got divergency right here. This one was kind of questionable. But if you downgrade it a bit, you can see, I believe, divergency there. But that was because of the non-farm payroll news. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you see divergency in this low right here. And maybe what it did was that this is another leg. And then it did 3, 3, and a 5 as a flat. We're going to work a little bit harder on the counts in the afternoon. And then maybe right here you got a WS. All you're going to get now is 3 backs and lower. Who knows right there? But all I know is that there is a higher possibility that this is going to get to 75, in my view. Because oil and S&P, they are bullish. They are bullish in my view. Both of them, in my view, they are bullish. Both oil and S&P. And then the euro can go both ways. But I don't see a new low in euro pretty soon, to be honest with you guys. I don't see it. Let me get back to the euro for a second. Sometimes I believe that I'm going to become a picker. I'm going to start picking but top or bottom. But I can. It's knowing me. Because I see that many people picking top and bottom and losing the money. I'm never gonna feel bad when I get stopped out against 5 ways. Never. I know flat happen, and sometimes the flat trick you out. But I don't know, Jens, about you, but I like to be getting stopped out against 5 that been picking top and bottom. And I know you do too. Because when I saw this morning that 135.25 is gone, I knew at the moment that that thing is gonna go minimum to 136 and 40, 136.30. The euro goes like this against with new people asking me there. And we did a video. I recommended to you guys to watch a video. Euro can go both ways. And we've been saying you guys need to be honest with yourselves. And last week, we say from here to here, only the DV count with the triangle in the middle, making important. Otherwise, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 count, 7 ways. We've been saying that since last week. Now, either the euro goes in this way, it goes 1, 2, 3 swing. Again, it can be the diagonal. Doesn't look like still it's too early to draw a conclusion. But all I know is that only in a slight chance that this is a way for in the dollar. Only in a slight chance that that being the case. This do not need to be imported to the upside. So, of course, you're going to say 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to say 3, 4, 5, something like that. But that do not need to be the case. This can go in this way also. This can go corrective, and I believe that the euro now is either discount or the euro is within discount. It's one or the other. When in this one we have, look, 1, and then we got a complex wave 2 when you got A in 3, and then you got B in 3 when you got a flat within the flat. In other words, you got A, and then you got 3 down in A, then you got 3 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is B, and then you see also R5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes B a flat with a B wave flat. And then the C also another flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that makes 1, 2, 3, and then the euro is nesting like this, and then it should trade higher. It should trade higher to either 140, 142 area and extension. That's the euro. If you take a look, this looks like a nest. 1, 2, 1, 2. There is separation here that is taking separation here. So that's why you gotta go with a nest. But technically what you have from the lows is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. I don't see as an extended 5. It can be the case, who knows, if you go a small time frame. Let me see if 3, I think 3 is bigger than 1. Yeah. Who say that you're gonna get an extended fine? But I see, don't discount that possibility of being an extended fine, and that's gonna drive crazy. That's gonna drive crazy everyone. That goes better. That goes better with. That goes much better with uh, the move that we see ending in cable, the move that we see ending possible Aussie looks like it's ending also a five-way move. So don't discount that. Looks ugly. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. This one looks incomplete. It looks like a wave three, but well, market has his own way. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 WS. This is A, and then it's gonna do this with another highs coming in. Who knows? But all I can say is don't discount getting the euro lower. Like, you know what I mean? A, B, C, W, S, and then A, B, C, and goes to 140, 139 like this. All I say is the outside is not completed. In other words, whatever high mark right here should be broken first than the low of 131. That's the way you guys should look at it. Any opinion, guys? Any question? David, which one you like? James, which one you like? I think it's, I mean, seeing the S&P and oil, I believe that three ways higher in risk, they are around the corner. You like it with the next James from the lows? You like the double zigzag, right? Yeah, it's possible. Like I say, do not. I think that Raji was you, right? Was asking me this morning, and I've been saying, yeah, tomorrow is critical. Maybe even tonight, yeah. No, but remember, guys, this is something I'm gonna tell you guys. Euro is not the clearest structure on the market, Isa. Also, remember that. So, what I means with that is that no matter what it is, oil is calling for a three ways back in risk. Now, both S&P and oil can be doing a B-wave flat. And that can be very tricky right there. So, but anyway, what I see from the lows, there are 5 swings. Even if it's corrective, need a 6 and a 7. That's what we meant. Even if it's corrective, need a 6 and a 7. So maybe this is A, B, C, W. This is the S way. Maybe you got a labeling from here. Well, I like my B way getting to the 50%. It didn't get, and I mentioned it yesterday on the room that euro has bounced from the 618 of the 5-way from 32.40. I said around 6 p.m. and that's very some degrees supporting the next to the upside. So I'm ready for both counts. Short time frames, like I say, from the lows Either it came out of the channel right here, so this move higher is done. It broke right there. That move is done. I was expecting 37.10. It got to 36.97, so pretty close right there. So either on the high, or I see to the highs, there are three ways to the 1618. Look, three ways. No divergency. No divergency on the three ways. So this level right now become huge. 35.24. Huge. Of course, it's very hard for him to get down there. But that level is a bullish, a bearish confirmation right there. What I'm expecting for tonight is 136 to be tested. If this is 2, 136.41 now, or if this is a scenario, 136.23, and right there you're gonna define which one of the two is the count. So maybe this is this is A, and then this leg is similar in degree to this one. What you need, a correction in B, and then you're gonna need something like this. And another high to the equal legs that should come around 37.97. So something, I mean, it's very, I mean, like I say, there is a lot of better trades than the euro. That's all I can say, guys. Guys, 2 p.m., any question? Still, let me be clear about it. We are US dollar bull, but we believe that the short time friends, you gotta be the risk trade. And oil and S&P, those are the path that you guys need to follow. Any question, guys, about any pair? Okay, Aussie. Look, Aussie, this is what I like. That's what we present this morning. I like this area should hold resistance here. It's very close to the top of the triangle. And I like 3 backs. I believe that this is a 5-way swing. When you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and a 5. And then I believe that 130 and extension should hold support and resistance and lower. That's what it means. I mean, by now you see the RSI, there is no pit of divergence there on the 60-minute chart. So that for me, there are 3 ways from the lows in Aussie. Like I say, very, very, it can be a double zigzag also in Aussie when you can have A, B, C, W, S, something like that. Look, this This is a, it looks like it ended five-way swing right there. I cannot believe that this is all Aussie did on the big way. Cannot believe that. That's not even the 38 or 2 from the lows. But according to the RSI, this high right here comes with divergency with this side. But if you count the swings, it's very iffy, as we were saying yesterday. But this read as a high, so you gotta get very deep on it. And let me see. Nothing here. And then from here, it went back. No divergency here. So technically, this can be A, B, C, W, S, Y, S, A, B, C, W, I'm sorry. But then the correlation between this W and the Y is too big. I don't like the zigzag like that. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 swings to the top. And I don't get divergency. That's pretty bad. I mean, bad. Like I said, do not needs to be a five-way move. New Zealand, this is what we present this morning, and maybe Aussie is doing the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and now either to 78.69, 78.98 in New Zealand. If you take a look at the RSI, no divergence, that's telling me that this is a three-way move. And that's why we're labeling like this, A, B, C. Maybe Aussie is the same thing. That's what we see, my friend, in New Zealand and Aussie. I still would like a short. Now, I won't sell it until I see five ways out in oil. Maybe the fifth way that we miss in oil is needed here. Any other pair, guys? Okay, guys, so let's leave it there. Get back to you guys. We're going to do about 3:30, 4 p.m., the 4-hour charge, and then the rest at night. All right? The recording is going to be ready in about an hour, hour and a half. Thank you, guys. Same to you, Anil.